you, welcome back. It's day 2 of the 7-day devotional hosted by me, Stephanie Wilson, underneath the TT360 umbrella. I hope you enjoyed day 1. Let's jump right into it. Today we're going to talk about prayer, and in some circles we call it mind treatment, but it's just something that you desire, and we're going to put that into the universe, and then we're going to see what the response is going to be. Okay, that's as simple as it is. As you can see, I have my candles lit because you need to create a space of calmness and peace. Okay, I like to let the natural light come in, and I'm just sitting in my office, and this is where I literally do, I'm letting you in, guys. So here we go. So today's devotion is going to be about your plan. And when I say your plan, I mean things that you may have mapped out, making room for your divine purpose and making room for the unknown and how you respond to the unknown. Let me give you an example. So never in a million years did I think that I would be going back to my childhood home, but a series of events happened. My father passed away, I lost my job, my mother has health issues that she needs full-time care, and she can't be in the house with where she raised us with my father because she's grieving. And her income has been cut in half. So it makes more sense for me to move into the house and take over my mom's bills while we remodel it so that we can rent it out. I had no idea, no plan. That was not in my plan to go back home. My plan was to come from my little cottage house and go into my dream house. And so, but because of the situations and because I meditated, because I have a very active devotional life, I was able to sit with it, think through it, and come up with something that not only blessed me, but blessed everybody in my surroundings. Now I have the freedom to teach, coach. I have the freedom to help my mom in multiple ways, and then I get to go back a different version of myself into my childhood home. So I'm going to give you some prompts. There are 2 prompts that I'm going to give you, and then I'm going to give you a call to action. Yes, there is something that you have to do in today's devotion, okay? And then we're going to be done. I told you these would be very quick, okay? So the first thing I want you to ask yourself is, what ideal are you holding on that you need to put into the divine source's hands, or God's hand, or supreme being, whatever you believe in? The plan that you don't know. What ideal do you need to let go of? For me, it was going into my next phase of housing. I needed to let that go so that I could show up right now for my family, for people who love me. And in doing so, I have gained a freedom that I would have never had taking on another $100,000 debt. So now I don't have that debt because my family home is paid off. So what ideal are you holding on to that if you would just sit with it, there may be a different solution? Second thing is, how can you change your approach to decisions and allow more room for your divine will to be made manifest? How can you change your approach to decisions? So instead of making decisions based on, I want this in 3 years, I want this in 5 years. Yes, those are goals actually. They're not decisions. It's about how you decide where you're going to go. And do you leave room for your divine purpose? Why are you making me do this, Stephanie? Because if we're going to talk about soul healing, then you need to be healed in your soul. There are realtors who have a whole spiritual life. There are bankers who have, that is spiritually what they are put on this planet to do. So I want you to look at it, whether it's in work, whether it's in life, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's in relationships. How can you change your approach to let some room in for the unknown? Your call to action is, list some big things that you'll be planning in the short and long term, and write a sentence or 2 to help you consider God's will or divine source's will. What are those big things? And then I want you to write a sentence or 2 to help you consider. So that will look like something like, okay, I want to get my dream car by the end of the year. But one sentence could be, in case I don't get my car, what are some alternate cars? okay? In case I'm not able to get my car. You know, what are some alternate cars? Another sentence could be, this is the dream car that I want, but what if God wants to give me a Maserati? What if God wants to give me, you know, a yacht? What if it is in his divine will to give me better than what I'm planning for? So there's a room for the unknown that might change your plan in what you think is a negative way, and then there's room for what would change your plan in an exponentially positive way, which is what happened to me. So I hope today has blessed you, and this is today's devotional. Light a candle, go back, pause, stop, really think through, how do you make decisions, and do you leave room for the unknown, which could absolutely participate in your soul healing, help you on that journey, and give you a blessing that you would have no idea is there had you not stopped and done this devotion work. So thank you again for joining me for these 7 days, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, have a good one. Bye-bye.